name is John Bender. I'm the owner of Cornish Pasty Company in downtown Las Vegas. The easiest way to describe a pasty is that it's a handheld meat pie from Cornwall, England. It originated around in the 1200s. It was originally food that Cornish tin miners would take down in the mines with them. And as the tin mining dried up in England, they immigrated to other parts of the world, including throughout the US and mining towns. Typically it would be like a meat and potatoes kind of thing, very starchy, heavy meals that the wives would make for the miners. And then when they were done eating it, the crust they would throw down into the mines for all the ghosts that died in the mines. My business partner, Dean, he is originally from Cornwall, England. It's his family recipe for our pastry and then for the traditional pasties as well. But then we, take that idea and do a huge variety of pasties that you can't find in other places. We have a little over 40, and then we have everything from like the traditional pasties that you could find in England all the way to, we have like a Cuban pasty, we have chicken tikka, Indian curry pasties, cottage pies, and chicken pot pies, things like that. About a third of our menu is also vegetarian or vegan. The traditional one, the Oggies, are top seller. Steak, potato, rutabaga, and onion. If you went to England, that would be like the main one that you would find there. The first thing we do every morning when the cooks come in is we make a fresh batch of pastry for the day. They mix that up, roll it out, and then after we roll that out, we start the process of making the pasties. We have so many different varieties, so they kind of see like what we need, and then they'll start layering the ingredients. Some of them are mixes, put them in, close them up, and then we crimp them. After they get crimped, they'll get partially baked and then get cooled in the refrigerator until they get ordered. And then at that point, you can either get them fully baked if you want them like hot, ready to go, or you can partially bake them, like leave them partially baked, and you can take them home and bake them yourself in your own oven and pretend that you made it. When they're all finished, they weigh around a pound. So it's a pretty hearty meal. If you were to like open it up and lay it out on a plate, it would be a full-size meal. But when you wrap it all up into a pasty, a lot of people want to compare it to a burrito or like a sandwich, but don't realize that there's so much more time that goes into it just because of like the time that you spend on like the pastry itself and the crimping and the baking and stuff. We've definitely gotten better at it over the years and making sure that we have as much in stock as possible, but it is run like a bakery, so sometimes your favorite pasty might be out, but understand that sometimes it takes hours to make certain pasties. There's so much prep that goes into it. 80% of our kitchen is just people prepping all day long just to make sure that we can keep making pasties. And we make everything from scratch. I think pretty much other than ketchup, we pretty much prep everything. A lot of work, a lot of people having to be here super early in the morning until late at night to make sure that we can keep as much stuff on the menu for everybody as possible. I think it's unique because I've never come across, before I worked at a pasty shop, even within the British community, it's still a very like regional food. So to bring it here and have it be so popular, I think is really awesome. Like to have so many people that would have no idea like what a pasty is ever, to like experience it and then have it become part of their lives, on a regular basis, I think is cool. I think it's something different in Las Vegas as well. If you're not into the strip and casinos, just coming down and experiencing a local restaurant and bar that doesn't have all those things that you would typically associate with Las Vegas and get a very unique food, ambiance, beer selection, everything that you can't find other places. I think it's special because it was all grown organically. We didn't do anything to go after anyone in particular. We built a place where we would want to hang out, and it became a place where lots of people want to hang out.